Oak Ridge will be holding a kickball tournament on April 7th from 3 to 6 p.m. To sign up, you must have a team of 8 to 10 people, a teacher sponsor, and a $50 entry fee paid by the team captain on school cash. Winners will get a mystery prize and get to choose what charity the proceeds from the tournament will go to. The tournament is limited to 8 teams, so sign up soon.
For me, the great part about this class is it takes all the years of science y'all have already studied and it combines biology with chemistry, with physics, with also some new materials. And there's never going to be a time in forensics that you don't have something different going on. So every 3 weeks, we change the topic. So we might be doing blood spatter, which might be your favorite thing to study, learning how to do blood typing, learning how to detect blood at a crime scene. And then 3 weeks later, it'll be DNA, and we'll be looking at DNA analysis, matching paternity tests, matching crime scene results. We also talk about ballistics, which is the study of firearms, which is what they're currently working on with some of the shell casings that you might see. And we also study toxicology, which is the study of drugs and alcohol. We study anthropology, the study of the skeletal system, and what we do when we find skeletal remains, and what the role of an anthropologist at a crime scene might be. We study hair and fibers. We use instrumentation like comparison microscopes, stereoscopes, and we do labs most every day. My personal favorite is hair and fiber, just because so many students, when they reach my class, you would think as a 17, 18-year-old science student that you've used a microscope, but so many people for the first time learn how to use a microscope, and it's that moment when that student looks up from their microscope and goes, "Look at my hair!" and they're so excited because they've been able to focus their instrument and learn something new. Where, I mean, they've used microscopes, but sometimes in the past, they say my biology teacher sets it up and says, "Don't you touch that knob or I'll cut you," And in my class, it's an explorer. You grab your own hair out of your own head, you put it on a slide, you find it, and you draw it, and you learn how to manipulate instrumentation, and there's way more hands-on and less teacher-led instruction. So a lot of it is inquiry-based. When it's a non-COVID year, we do go outside and we do a virtual crime lab where the students, it's a blind study for all of us. I pick 3 or 4 students to go set up the crime scene outside, and the entire class goes out and processes 2 different crime scenes. So it's a lot of fun. It's inquiry-based. We learn a lot by just doing. Next in May, right before graduation, they get to grow maggots. Oh, that sounds fun, right? We're going to study entomology, and they're going to grow maggots on some raw meat, and we'll study the life cycle of a fly and how an investigator can use that to estimate time of death.
Hi, my name is Austin, also known as Zarka. I'm a sound engineer and music producer. Right whenever I turned 10 years old is whenever I started really getting a grasp of music, and from that moment on, I was always every time I would listen to a song, I was picking out certain parts of the song. I was able to know when things were going to come in and when things were going to fade out. That ear alone is what drove me to get the interest into creating music. So I started making music my beginning of sophomore year. That's whenever I purchased my software, FL Studio. I originally started out making rap beats for rappers and producing for a bunch of rappers, something I really thought I was wanting to do. And then towards junior year to beginning of senior year, that's when I started transitioning to the style that I make now, EDM. Creative process is more than just going down to lay down music. For everyone it's different, but for me mostly it's really just opening up your mind and really just relieving all your emotions into your music and just pretty much seeing whatever comes up. There's no specific plan on what I'm going to do that day or what song I'm going to create. It's really about what comes out of your emotions and what is laid down into the software. So to all my fans out there, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. I know I don't really have the biggest fan base yet, but I will let you guys know that every time I release a song, the people that do go out of their way to listen to it, it means a lot and it keeps me going forward. So my overall end goal is I want to be able to tour and actually perform at EDC, it's Electric Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas. I'd love to perform with other artists. I'd love to tour with Skrillex. That's my biggest goal. But overall, just really be able to let millions of people hear my music and have a good connection with my heart that comes through with music. My most popular song is going to be Time. It has a little bit over 10,000 streams on all streaming platforms. And it's currently the intro song to WENN. I have 3 songs that I'm working on. One of them, I was just going to say the name, but it's going to be Wanting More. Should be coming out in the next couple months, so do keep a lookout. You can currently find all my music on pretty much every streaming platform. Some of the bigger ones are going to be Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud.